Big news this past weekend, of course, Max Holloway is now the interim featherweight champion. He took Toronto, he took Ontario, he took Canada, he took the UFC by storm. He was the star of the week up in the 6. Shows up on fight night, gold suit, mirror tie. I mean, the guy was just oozing confidence. 10 in a row now. Talked a big game, backed it up. He's back in Waianae as champion, and he is joining us once again via the crystal clear Magic Skype, and he's rapping the Raptors. This is amazing.
The Raptors, man. I love the 6, man. They treat me like their own, man. I got to go to the Raptor Cavs game, and I became a fan, man. And man, you don't know how excited and how loved, and man, I love Canada. I love the 6. I love you, Toronto fans. You guys is crazy. And make sure you guys jump on that UFC Hawaii, man. Hashtag UFC Hawaii. I promise it's much more warmer. We got ocean here. You can go swim. And we got great food, too. I don't know about Putang, but we got some Hawaiian food that you guys would love down here, man. And thank you guys again, man. I cannot express how loved you guys made me feel, man. You guys, the way you guys was... I got to meet Wendell Clark.
Yeah.
When we jersey swapped.
Yeah.
And everybody was talking to him like he's a fucking legend over there, and he's a legend, man. And then we did our thing Saturday night when I was walking out there, man. Like the song I walked to, Drake said, man, I felt like a legend over there. I felt like you guys own. I got to scream like him, like how he got screamed for at the Maple game I went to.
Yeah.
I got to scream like that when I went inside the damn octagon. It was crazy, man. I love you, Toronto. You guys are some cool ass people, man. You guys gotta come on over to Hawaii now. You guys showed me some love. Now us Hawaiians gotta return the love. You guys gotta come back down. You guys gotta come down here now.
But by the way, were you expecting that, like that kind of love? I mean, you're a popular fighter, but were you expecting it to be quite like that?
No, man. I tell you, no, not really. You know, they always pushed me out. UFC always pushed me out on Canada stuff, like UFC Canada.
Yeah.
The Facebook, I always did UFC Canada. I headlined one with Oliveira. I guess Canada is a good place for me to headline. You know, I got 2 freaking finishes over there.
Yeah,
so maybe I'll come back, Toronto. Maybe I'll come back soon. Hopefully, we see what UFC want to do. But I didn't expect it, man. You know, the people over there, they so cool. Just walking around, you know, we was at Whole Foods and a bunch of people was coming out. Oh my God, Max Holloway! I was like, holy shit, this is cool, you know. And I love Toronto, man. I can't express it enough.
Where's the belt?
The belt is in the room. It is what it is, you know. Everybody know I got it. I don't have to flaunt it around and like look at me, you know. I wanna get a bunch more of them. So it is what it is. It's chilling in the room.
Your manager Brian Butler put out a great video on Instagram. You called your son in the locker room afterwards via FaceTime to tell him that you got the belt. What was it like when you came home and actually showed it to him?
Oh, he was he didn't want to stop. He wanted to put it on. He was walking around. It's heavy for him. It's kind of heavy for him still. So like he like put his hands up and he's like holding it, walking around. He didn't want to give it to me to take pictures with it. I was like, I had people showed up to I put out a link. They came to the airport when I came home, and he wasn't there was a bunch of people, there was a lot of people, and then he didn't want to give him my belt. He wanted to hold on, and people was like, can we take a picture of the belt? I had to kind of pry it out of his hands, and then when we came to Waianae, when I came home, we're gonna be putting up a video soon, but they had this, there was like sign holding, like a lot of people, and they did this little meet and greet for me. So man, I love my city, I love Hawaii, I love Waianae, and it's all in a nickname, man. I'm blessed, man. And even then, when I took pictures there down the street from my house, when everybody was greeting me home and whatever, giving me the champ welcome, and he didn't want to give up my belt either, man. He was trying to run around with it. I was like, man, you can't be dropping this. We gotta get you a replica so he can keep down and do whatever he wants with that one.
Wow, were you expecting that kind of reception as well from your your hometown friends and fans, and just I'm sure just random people in general that you never even met were there too, right?
Yeah, a lot of just community people and whatever. I wasn't expecting nothing, man, and I didn't expect it, and to come home to that was kind of crazy, you know. They almost got me to cry 2 times, you know. They almost got me to cry twice back to back. So, like I said, man, we're Hawaii Warriors. It's Hawaii spirit, and a lot of people yesterday, especially down the road at Wyanite, it was like you said, I didn't even know most of them, and it was like, you don't know us, but we're so proud of what you do for the community and this and that, and that really hits home, and I keep telling them this is just the beginning. You get the beginning. We got the bunch of Wyanite boxing kids too came out and that I trained with for this fight, and I told them, man, look, I look what I'm doing. If I can do it, you guys can do it. So go out there and train hard work, sacrifice, dedication, and stay focused. Anything is possible, man. You got a dream. No, it doesn't matter where you're from. If you work hard enough, and if you never ever give up, you're gonna reach your goal.
Going back to Friday, after you find out that he missed weight, was there any consideration of not taking the fight?
No, not at all. I called up my manager. I found out like right when he was weighing 148. People was telling. I know in the past, the belt got canceled and this and that and whatever. So I was like, fuck. I didn't care about none of that shit. I gave up Thanksgiving. I gave up my birthday. I called up my manager. I told him, do whatever it takes to fight. I don't care. Whatever we got to do, I want to fight Saturday night. Toronto already took a hit. These people they're treating me like their own. The way you guys are treating me and taking care of me up there and giving me all the love. And I was like, they can't take one more hit, man. I want to take this fight. I want to fight. I don't care what it is, whatever it takes. Get me in the cage Saturday night. I wanted to do my damn thing and show the world who Max Holloway was.
Okay, and then was there a period, because I saw there was negotiations going on, like was there a period where you were worried the fight might not happen?
I wasn't.
Okay.
I don't know. My manager wasn't. I wasn't there. My manager was doing all that. I was chilling, eating, getting fat again, enjoying life. I made weight. I know what I got to do. I'm getting. Hopefully, I was enjoying, and that thing's just out of my hand. There's nothing I can do. Why I worry about? I just was waiting for him to call me back and say the fight was on, because I just wanted to fight, man. I just wanted to fight. I sacrificed too damn much, and and a guy like Pettis, former champion. Like I said before when I was on the show, he's on that Wheatie box, and it's it was a big deal to me. It was a big fight for me. It was a big, huge fight for me, and and everything worked out for the great. And
when you found out that he missed weight and he had all this trouble, in the back of your mind, did that give you a little more confidence? Like, man, he just beat up his body to get down to 148, 146, whatever. Man, this is perfect. Like, do you think of it that way?
No, I just thought, man, the whole time, like you said, man, when you was introducing, I was just oozing confidence, and I should have it. I was gonna whoop his ass either way. I don't care, whatever. You could have came underweight, you could have came on weight. You was gonna get an ass whooping come Saturday. That's all I was focused on, man. I know what I did. We covered all my X's and O's, and Saturday night was just one night away, and I was about to show the world what we've been doing.
Have you watched the fight on television?
No, I didn't. I watched. I only saw little clips of the finishes. That's it. I've been trying to watch it, but I've been kind of too busy at home with all my family and stuff. So I just been enjoying the moment, man. Living in the moment, spending the time with my family. UFC might be having me doing media stuff soon, so I'm just trying to enjoy it as much as I can, and probably watch the fight when I'm on the road or something.
The finish was so impressive, A, because he's never been finished before, but B, you could tell you recognized you had him, and then you just went kill mode. I mean, that flurry at the end, body, head, it was just so impressive to see someone do that to Anthony Pettis. Are you talking to yourself during that sequence? Are you saying, okay, this is it, third round, I got to finish this now, I got him?
Yeah, it all started with the spinning back kick. That's what no one shows the spinning back kick in all the highlights. That's where it started. Yep. I landed it, and he stepped into me. He stepped into this spinning back kick, and I was like, holy shit! How the hell did he not fall out from that? and then I roundhoused him, and then I saw him moving away, and then when I roundhoused him the second time, I was like, oh, he's definitely hurt. And then he put his head down. And I thought he was going to shoot. So if you see, before I start the flurry, I go for a guillotine. And then I think, oh, wait, he's not even shooting. He's just covering up. So I told myself, it's go time. It's now or never, Max. Get this guy out of here. He opened the door. It's time to kick him, Spark to kick him out through it. So that's what we did. We got the job done. And, it is what it is, man. I'm blessed.
And in the cage, Dana White brings up Brooklyn to you. Is that like, are you expecting your next fight to be told to you in the cage? Would you have preferred a moment to not even think about that?
Man, I don't know. It's like I said, man. Like I said with everyone, man. I didn't care. I was on cloud nine. You know, I want to fight, but at the end of the day, I didn't meet the new owners yet. You know, I want to have brunch with Dana, with the new owners, with Sean Selby. I think so. Wise man once told me this is big game hunting, you know, and I think I just bring in a lion on Saturday night, so it's time to cash in. So we see what happens, man. I want to go talk to them first and see and talk business. You know, this is business and this is fighting. So we got something up our sleeve, so we see what happens.
Oh, I like so as of right now, Brooklyn is not 100% for you, right?
Yeah, I don't know. You know, we got Jose Waldo over here saying 5'11". I don't know. He wants to retire. He wants to be a soccer player. Now he's a fucking matchmaker. Like I said before, UFC needs to send his ass to the Cleveland Clinic and check his brain out. You know, they've been sending me a bunch of times. My brain seems fine. You know, I got no problems with talking with you guys and doing all this shit.
Yeah.
So, yeah, we see what happens. I said it before. I don't want to give up my Christmas. I don't want to give up my son's birthday on January 4th for February 11th, and the guy don't show up, you know? And like, the hashtag, where's Jose Waldo, been working because he's popping up here and there, you know, but we got to keep on turning the page and keep finding him. So, we see what happens.
Do you have this brunch set already? Like, is the meeting set yet?
No, meeting not set, man. But we're trying to set something up. Maybe the December 30th weekend. I'm gonna go out there for the fight.
Okay.
You know, I'm super excited, man. I want to go out there, set something up. But I'm super excited for that fight, man. You know, return around the Rousey, and then you got T.J. Dillashaw and
John
Cody.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then TJ and John Lineker, and then Cody and Cruz, and then you got another Hawaiian boy about to do his thing. You know, Louis Smoker. We got him on the card, so want to go out there, watch him, and you know, hopefully everything go good, and you know, Louis go get his, and we can take one more step closer to UFC Hawaii.
As I mentioned earlier, oozing confidence. It's like you could see it coming out of you. And then I saw they showed you on camera as you were walking into the arena. You're wearing the gold suit, you know, with the trim and the pocket square, and then that tie that I'm still sort of mesmerized by. And so that to me says a lot as well. Like, you picked this out. You were sending us a message. You're just feeling good about yourself. Have you always been this way? Because I remember when you first came into the UFC, you know, you're a 20-year-old kid. You're shy. You're a little more reserved. Even your interviews, you weren't the same. Or has this developed over time?
Man, you know, look, I just turned 25, you know, and the critics say, you guys say, every single time I grow, man, you know, I grow in the fight. And it's just like outside the fight, you gotta grow, man. I'm growing. I'm only 25. I'm learning, man. And I told you guys, man, December 10th, a star is gonna be born. Yeah. And I think we're taking the right steps to start being born. You know, it's I said it before, I say it again, man. It's time to flip the channel, man. Come over to Cinemax, man. It's good. Hawaii's warm. Hashtag UFC Hawaii, and Team Best MMA got a lot of seats on the train, man. And we're gonna ride this train till the wheel fall off. So yeah, man, it's just confidence, man. That's the one thing in this sport. You gotta have self-belief in anything you do. You know, you gotta have self-belief to do what you do. You know, and if you don't believe in yourself and you trying to over here beg for other people to, like, man, you gotta believe in me, believe in that. Nah, they ain't shit. Because if you try to depend on someone else, you're not gonna get shit done. You gotta believe in your damn self and do the damn thing. So I'm a big believer in self-belief, man, and going out there and hard working and sacrificing. So I'm you know, you gotta ooze it, man. You gotta show it. You gotta have this confidence, and I knew I had it, you know, and I knew I had it. It was funny, you know what was funny? You know what was funny? Media day.
Yeah.
Some reporter came up to me and told me I just came from Pettis, and Pettis said that he's better than you in everywhere, in every aspect. The only thing that he thinks that you have over him is your heart. I was like, my mind was totally blown. I just knew I won the fight from then on. You know, that was the day before. That was the day before weigh-ins. Yeah. And I knew, I was like, I won the fight. That's the fucking wrongest thing to tell someone, that I have more heart than you, because I'm going to show, you know, I'm going to outthink you. I'm going to out-heart you. I always tell everybody, you can be faster, you can be stronger, but you're not gonna outthink me, and there's no way you have more heart than me. I don't care who you are, you know. You're not gonna outthink me. And there's no way you're not gonna make me give up. I'm gonna go out there. I'm gonna test your soul. I'm gonna test your will. And if you open that door, like I said, that Sparta kick is coming. We're gonna push you right through it.
If you had your way, would Aldo be your next opponent? Is that the fight that interests you the more, or is there another fight that interests you more?
No. Jose Waldo, man. Jose Waldo all the way, man. That's the guy I want to fight. That's the guy I did this interview for MMA Hawaii when I was growing up, and I told him I told them the guys I want to fight was Anthony Pettis,
Wow.
Jose Aldo, and look, you know, two of these guys is like I got to fight them back to back now. I just got to fight Pettis. Now I get the chance to fight Aldo. So I want to fight Aldo. You know, it is what it is. Too much guys over here begging for people and trying to chase people to fight and this and that. Begging for money fights, you know, you become your own damn money fight. You know, that's what I'm trying to do. I'm like I said, I'm trying to become my own star. I'm trying to make my own money. I don't want a guy be like, look at this, you made this money because of me. No, motherfucker, I made this money because of my damn self. I'm working hard. I'm putting in the hard work. I'm sacrificing. I ain't asking for no handouts. I'm gonna earn everything I'm given. You know.
I noticed after the media day, you waited for Dana White for a while, and like the first thing you said to him was UFC Hawaii. Now that you won the fight, how honestly, I mean, we've been talking about UFC coming to Hawaii for years now. How close do you think we actually are? What did he say to you? What do you say?
He said, I saw him after the fight, actually.
Oh,
and I told him, hey, I was talking to someone, and I told him, hey, UFC Hawaii, man, what's going on? He's like, Max, you just got the bonus. I just gave you 50 more G's, and you want everything? I was like, what? Hell yeah, I want everything. What else? What else do I want? You know, and he after media day, he told me he wanted to. They're working on it. They really want to try. They're trying to figure something out, but. We see what happens. Like I said, man, Hawaiian got a shiny gold belt, and there's a nice stadium that can sit, I don't know, 45, 50,000 people. So we got a place to do it, and and look what happened in Toronto. We sold that place out.
Amazing, right?
My mind was blown, bro. I was walking when I got in the cage. And I was looking around, and I saw people. Oh wow! I was like, oh, there's a lot of people. And I looked up into like the higher nosebleeds. I was like, holy shit! There's a lot more people. I was like, what the hell? I was like, this place is filled to the top, filled to the gills, and it was sold out, man. And that's what I said, man. That's why I love Canada, man. There's fucking there was all Team Blessed MMA. They was cheering on me at the open workouts. They was cheering on me at the weigh-ins, you know, and I felt like a Canadian, man. What can I say, man? It was great, you know, and man, I can't express how much I loved you guys out there, man.
Canadian fans are smart. They know star when they see one, and I agree. That crowd was incredible. That they were just phenomenal. One last thing, I see the Paw Patrol sticker in back of you, and I can recognize that my sons love Paw Patrol over your other shoulder over there. So I'm always curious, like when a fighter, you go to Toronto. I don't think your family was there with you, right?
No. Yeah, they stayed home this one.
Yeah, and you come back home, and now you're just dad again, and your son goes to school and stuff. Like, how do you spend the rest of the day? Do you go pick him up? It's so strange. You're like this caged animal. You fight in front of thousands, hundreds of thousands of people, and now you're just regular old Max, father and Waianae. Is it hard to now go back to a normal life?
No, it's hard. It's not hard, I love doing the father stuff. Shit, if I could get paid the much I get paid fighting, I would do the father stuff, But at the end of the day, it is what it is. I gotta go out there. I gotta get money. I gotta pay bills. I got mortgage. I got car bills. I just like anybody else. I got bills, man, and and I got a certain lifestyle, and fighting is the lifestyle to upkeep this lifestyle I'm doing for my son. So it's easy, man. It's easy to be a dad. It's easy to not worry about fighting. Fighting and stuff is all the hard stuff. That's the thing that gets me all cooped up and whatever. But when I'm being a dad, you live, you learn. It's just like anything else. You can do whatever you can. You do whatever you want, and figure things how you go. So, man, I love being a dad. I can't wait. It sucks being a dad when I'm actually in fight camp. You know how your kid don't finish their food and you just end up starting grabbing their food and eating it? I'm like, gosh. And then I'm like 2-3 mozzarella sticks later, I'm like, what am I doing? I'm in fight camp. Well, I guess I gotta run, but I just keep doing it, So that's the hard part, man.
Oh my God, I know exactly. I have had more French fries in the last 6 months than I did in the last 2 decades. Exactly because of that reason right there. Unfortunately for me, I'm not a top-notch fighter like yourself, so it doesn't quite come off me as easily. But nevertheless, I'm really happy for you, man. Really, I am. You've come a long way, and it's just amazing to see someone at such a young age so confident, calling his shots and just doing his thing quietly. You're not begging, like you said. You're not complaining. You're just out there and not getting into the politics, doing your thing, and it's all coming up roses for you. So enjoy it. Congratulations to you and your family. And you know, those suits, they don't pay for themselves. So you got to fight, right?
Yeah.
I mean,
no, they actually, that's my man, Todd Goldsmith. Go check him out, man.
His name is Goldsmith, and he gave you the gold suit. That's amazing.
Yeah, his name is Todd Goldsmith, man. Give him a follow on Instagram. He's a man, man. You want a sick suit? That's the man to go to. So, yeah, check him out.
Okay, congrats on the win, and good luck with that brunch. Let us know how it goes. Let us know what's up with you. We're very close to Brooklyn here. We'd love to have you there as well. That's a big fight, so let us know.
Hell yeah, I'll let you guys know. Follow me on Twitch at Bless MMA. I'll be streaming tonight, guys.
All right.
Later.
All right, there he is, Max Holloway, the UFC interim featherweight champion. Like I said earlier, you may felt that, you know, that belt's a little strange how it all came about, but boy, the way he owns it, the smile on his face, you see how much this moment means to him, and in a weird way, it kind of validates everything. You know what I mean? In a weird way, a guy wins 10 in a row. Kind of feels like, you know, the people's champ at this point. It's strange how that works out. A beautiful moment for Max Holloway. We've seen him grown up in front of our eyes in the UFC. Comes in on short notice, loses to Dustin Poirier, wins a couple here, loses to McGregor. Since then, 2014, he has not lost, and he has defeated some very big names, none bigger than Anthony Pettis. He finished Anthony Pettis. Think about all the fighters. Think about even the Dos Anjos fight. Think about all the fighters that Anthony Pettis fought. 25 fights now. No one's ever finished him. Boom. Max Holloway finishes him in the third round. Unbelievable. Congratulations to him. Looking forward to seeing if they can book that fight. Aldo Holloway, a tremendous fight at 145 pounds.